All right. Good morning, Ridgewood. March 25th. We are here with the famous Mr. Aday today. Mr. Aday, welcome.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Morning,
Mr.
Mr.
Aday,
Aday.
you have many jobs, responsibilities, hats that you wear throughout the day. Why don't you tell everyone what you exactly do at Ridgewood High School?
Sure. So at the high school, I'm the special education lead teacher. I also teach a U.S. History 1 class that's also an English language learner class. And also I work closely with the RISE classroom, which is a lot of fun, and I teach history within the RISE classroom. And then I go from building to building, and with the middle schools, we work on transitioning students 8th grade to 9th grade. So I get to get over and see some of the new faces coming over to Ridgewood High School.
Nice. So, how's your family doing, and how have you been doing personally through the last couple of weeks here?
We're doing good. So, everybody finds an obsession when they got a lot of downtime. Mine has been the yard, which is a never-ending obsession. Every time I turn around and fix something, it's like I'm fixing something else. But we're holding in. The family's good. I have a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old, so it can be a little challenging, as it is for everyone at this time when you're working from home with 2 little ones. But my wife teaches as well, so we're just kind of splitting time and doing this and doing that. It's funny. We've spent more time with both kids than we probably ever have. And it's, that part's been a little, it's fun. You see things that you don't normally see. It's tiring, as it is for every household right now, but it's in that sense, it's been a lot of fun. It's also, good that Ridgewood has a lot of the technology and the one-to-one, so I can actually see a lot of my students from Ridgewood High School and see their faces and see how they're doing and talk to them a little bit. So we're hanging in. We're making do.
Looks like you got a nice elementary classroom behind you set up. Looks like you had a lot of action back there.
This is where the magic happens.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's it.
So, Mr. Aday, we know that you come to New Jersey by way of Texas, and I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about how you ended up here, where you went to college. A rumor is that you're a Hall of Famer for your college baseball days. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got to New Jersey?
Pure rumors on that. Pure rumors. So it's a long story. So I'll give you the abridged version. I was born and raised in Texas. My whole family lives in Texas. And one summer when I was in high school, my junior year, my father was like, "You need to get out and see the world. There's more than just Texas. You know how we are in Texas. We just all we know is Texas." So I got out. I played for a guy in Long Island, New York, who I became really close with. He was the head coach at Hofstra University at the time. I went out of high school. Him and I stayed close. We talked a lot. He had just left Hofstra and was in between jobs. So I went to the University of Arkansas at Monticello, which is a Division II. I went there for baseball and academics, which is literally in the middle of nowhere. When I say middle of nowhere, nowhere. Their biggest major was forestry. That tells you everything. While I was there, the guy that was at Hofstra from New York that I was close with got the job at Ramapo College. He called me up and said, "You want to come have some fun, start the program up, get things rolling." So I came up to New Jersey, went to Ramapo, had a lot of fun. Actually met my wife at Ramapo. Had a good 4 years there, a good 4 years. Set a couple records here and there, was inducted to the Hall of Fame, but the most fun I had there was being able to coach afterwards. So that's kind of what brought me back to New Jersey after I graduated, was coaching at Ramapo. And oddly enough, I had an interview with Mr. Nias and Miss Wood, and it worked out. I ended up at Ridgewood and been here for the last 9 years.
Nice. So you talk a little bit about your coaching career then too, because I know you're helping out at the high school too with not just baseball but some other things. So
yeah, sure. So I started my teaching career in Kansas City, Missouri. That's where my parents were living after I graduated from Ramapo. And I coached high school basketball, baseball, football, all that fun stuff. Had a lot of fun until the coach from Ramapo called and said, "We're having some stuff here at the school. Would you want to come coach under me and see what we can do?" And I did it. I had a lot of fun. I was there for 8 years as well. So while I was teaching at Ridgewood, I was also coaching at Ramapo College for the baseball team. The head coach was awesome. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of success. Went to the World Series. Went to the NCAA tournament 6 times. Like a lot of things that hadn't been done, and we just had the perfect storm of coaching staff. A really good combination of coaches. And while coaching there, I was also coaching football here at the high school at Ridgewood, which was also a lot of fun. And this past year, I picked up basketball. And a few years ago, the head coach at Rampo retired. So Coach Holman was nice enough to give me the job here at the freshman squad. So I've been coaching freshman baseball, varsity basketball, and freshman football this year. So that's kind of where I'm at with the coaching, and it's fun. You get a little bit of everything. You don't get burnt out of one sport.
Can I just say, I think you would have been a terrific forest ranger if you would have stayed in Arkansas and did forestry.
I appreciate it. I actually thought about that. I don't look good in khaki. It's a problem. I
can see you in one of those hats, though. That'd be nice. That's really interesting. And Mr. Aday, we're lucky to have you at Ridgewood. This guy does it all. Any advice right now for the kids who are kind of sitting at home? We're in week 2 now. We're kind of see how long we'll be home, but any advice that you have for them about, what they should be doing day to day and then in the future here?
Yeah. I mean, listen, I feel lucky to be at Ridgewood, and I was just talking to Dr. Gorman a couple of days ago about, I have relatives and family that teach in other states, and the struggles they're having because they don't have the technology or one-to-one initiative that we have. So, we're kind of ahead of the curve. People are like calling us to ask what we're doing so that they can do it in other places. So, my advice, hang in there, get to know your family a little bit more, which is a good and bad thing, but eventually this will be over. We'll be back to normal, but, reach out to your teachers, reach out to your friends, join all the Google Meets you can, see faces. I mean, humans by nature are very social. So don't lose the social aspect, but do it safely. And, we'll get out of this. We'll be back to normal, and we'll pick up where we left off.
Thank you, Mr. Aday. Okay, we're going to do a little lightning round before we say goodbye. Here we go. Who's your hero?
Oh, my hero. Probably my father. My father. Yeah.
Why?
In New Jersey, you probably don't know what a trailer park is, but he was born and raised with a great family in a trailer park, and made it his life's ambition to better himself and his family. And it takes one person in a generation to flip a family around, and he did that. And I was able to go first one in the family to go to college because of it. So I think he deserves a lot of gratitude for that.
That's great. Coolest place you've ever visited in the world?
Australia. A lot of fun. I was there for the New Year's for the year 2000, when everybody thought the world was coming to an end. So wow. A lot of cool stuff there. A lot of fun there. Yeah.
Favorite movie? Food? Oh. I jumped in there. Favorite movie?
Oh man, that's oof. So I'm gonna say Young Guns. That's Billy the Kid story, or Dumb and Dumber.
Nice.
Favorite food?
Yeah, favorite food.
Favorite food, Mexican food.
All right. And sports teams?
Well, we got the Rangers, we got the Mavericks, we got the Stars, we got the Cowboys, we got the Longhorns. What more do you need?
New York Rangers?
Negative. Texas Rangers, if you will. Yeah, that's right.
Do you have a Matthew McConaughey poster anywhere in your house?
I actually used to. I had a picture of him with President Bush hanging on my wall, and I don't know actually where that is anymore. We took it down to put up the Mavericks. So yeah,
priceless. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Aday. Really appreciate it.
All right, appreciate it, fellas. See you guys soon.
Mr. Aday, have a great day. See you soon.